Welcome to this evening's special moment of a Paradise Hour. It's very interesting to take note of what I'm going to say. I have a couple of word twisting, warps, and yarns to make this things like it looks like this. Now, this is what I'm simply saying. On Mission and Mrs. Sylvester, it has always been my single self showing beauty. And the night of the hour or the night a world like this, a night will be only myself. I look so nice and more handsome in the light and also in the night like this. Why? Because this hour, that's how it is in paradise. This is what it is in paradise. How you see it or how you perceive the world, like the plant and the skies with it blows light white and then other fly like this how it is. So if you are not a light in that place, I don't think you deserve that place. However, we just see ourselves like that, live like that. It's just more like relation is what they take it there. So sometimes you don't get to see others, but the nature of your reality is what in the like the plant like this. It's just like a world on its own with everything that you have on this earth, like the trees. Out of the trees, they are recorded in the heaven because they are the light. They serve as light. All those things in the paradise, you have things like this, and that it's so amazing. Like the miracles I'm saying is amazing. Now, I have this to make. This point is just really nice to get somebody nice and release the enemy out of there. What are Jesus out of there? Any scammer. Come out of here, channel. Move out of here. Quickly. Move your children the dead nonsense out. Come out of here. With your children and man over jumping over man and disgrace and shame. Come out of Jesus and church out of here. We are not talking about anybody with children. I am a very disgraceful person when I meet with what is opposite the book. I cannot be your family. Don't come here with your children. It is ugly, ugly life we are living, and you are thinking that is what the life that the Lord is fueling you to shame myself. Get out of here, nonsense. Who told you that I'm a person who will let you go and sleep with a man and have children, and then I think I need you? What do I need you for? Get out of here, grab right away. Get out, any unclean spirit. Move out. Who told you that I am a person that you want to say I don't learn from the happening, and I just have to follow somebody? You think it's a path somebody late? A path somebody late as a dream. I've never fallen in it. And I will never, because I'm 40 years. When would I fall in it? I'm 38 years old. What would I fall? When? When? I'm simply saying it. When? When? When do you think it will ever be? So in the paradise hour, you see what it is. I don't want to be seeing those nonsense things. Because the Lord has hated it. Why is he presenting it to us? Am I a newborn baby he's teaching? He's not teaching us because the Lord is, himself has never taught myself. There is no spirit which I've ever taught myself when it comes to you had somebody talk to you, you had somebody show you a screen, you had somebody point to you this and that. I don't do that. I'm rather the one who have been leading people to places and things they need to know. Or naturally, nature itself reveal itself. Then I am the one with understanding. That's why I understand things. I am not a person saying that you should go and make yourself rotten for a man or woman and that you think I follow you. I don't like anybody more money. I don't understand it. I don't know what language you're saying. Don't see the gardens of flowers or an earth to be any of what you think you are doing. They have never revealed themselves to you in that which you think the Lord has given you. The Lord who you claim you serve in the church, he is not the Lord that is sitting here. However, I know that which is in the church, which is Satan himself. So Satan's spirit is what is in the church, which is the same spirit of the Lord. Yet, how it was given, that before you can know him, except you are the one who knows the evil and then the life. Being on the life path before you can know him. So you don't go to church to become a son of God or a daughter of God. That is not the goal, the purpose and reason for going to those churches and the gathering is a law that they keep there. That when you do well, you know why you go to that place. But the fact that you go to church to say you worship, you don't worship anybody. There's nobody in the church you worship. When you begin to worship as you're saying, you are sinning, breaking the law. We are to know the role and character player for the happening and the prophetic and the word that is for scholar. The Bible was not complete because it has been stated that you should, in this wise, listen well, you have to examine the scripture every day. And examining the scripture has nothing to do with it, somebody who is not learned. So that whether you are called by any spirit, whatever spirit, familiar spirit, whatever is leading you, has nothing to do with what? examining the scripture, because once you are not learned, you are not learned. Look, I can see from here the plane. You saw the plane around this section. Yes. So that's what I have to say. So I don't have myself to bring to the Lord what he, the Lord, had not destined. So the Lord should destine what he has also what? Honored. Who is leading your path? I am not looking forward to your sin. You know, the sin is simply not the issue. But when you know the sin as one of the names of the Lord, that is where is an issue or problem you throw away. And what is really important is that you only have to know what the Lord is saying at a point in time in direction, token, signs, voice, loudness, distraction, connection, and how he built. That's what you should know. So how the Lord built is the main key point. So this topic has to be how the Lord builds. That's what you need to know. So if I need to be or get relieved right now, it is how the Lord built. That's the most talking and the talking point. There is nobody who is a scammer in the ministry of heaven and earth. So whoever comes to show you that way is just a way not accepted, because I'm not the one doing it. When you open business, it doesn't make myself a part of your business when you are what, doing it on the grounds of evil or good or whatever. It is just a policy you have. That policy, whether it's good to buy or not, I have to test. So that is why you see the Lord playing a role in even whether it is a bad business or good. You need to test it. Because to test that brings the discerning. So those things forms a scenery which is like trailer or movie. Now you get to know whether it's a good business after investment or during investment. And that is the investment is performed or conducted because that's a business agreement term that not every money you pay is refundable, or not every investment you have made with them that goes. Some may rise and fall. So they have a target that you may reach 100, but it will end up being 0 or 3. So that is the business agreement terms you read to have for understanding. You don't need any God of any religion to understand that it's a miracle. No. Those things they have outlined for the policies and ethics and code and terms and conditions. That is the law. So in that place, that is the key role player of the law, and which is what? The Lord. So in that place, that is the Lord. The law is the rule, instruction, and the doing, the hope, the do's and the don'ts, the falling and rising. That's the Lord. So in that case, they don't have any word to tell you that we are 100% sure that when you have any business with that, it should do well. Once there is a business code and ethics and understanding that the agreement is the Lord. So in business, agreement is the Lord. Now, to do well, your portion is what? Where you have also played a role where you implement something that should work for your good. That is your personal guidance and what the Lord communicates to you strategically. So that's what redeem you if it's supposed to be a foreign business. During the time you are tempting and asking and examining the business, the Lord in that process will let you know. But you may have lost a portion because there is a business term. That is a business term. So you can't have a pastor tell you that this business will do well or will not do well when the business have its Lord, which is what? The rule they set. That's what we're saying. So it can't just be like a faith when you don't have the spirit to see the future, the tomorrow of this business or the today of the business, because the rule that is set in the business which allow you to what? To do, by you have to know that it may fall or rise. Like, do you know what? When you have set up a treasury bill which is on a fixed point for 90 days or 91 days or 92 days, and there's a term and condition that some people, when it's happening like that, the money with their percentage interest will be affected. And others, when they fix it, the percentage and interest and the principal won't be affected. This is the Lord in that place. You won't introduce God or Jesus in that case because they are already a part of what rule have been set out. So that's why they say that you may know them. So this will be a very remarkable point to make this evening like the sixth The news you have, this is the news. So that you don't have somebody give you 100% business surety that it should work or not, this or that. But you don't also disgrace, you don't what? You don't also tell that it won't do it. Don't speak with your mouth that this business will collapse. It won't do it. That when you say it, that is your own self doing it. Because already it can be on a solid stand when it's a business. However, to a certain point, you can run it. And then when there's a change, you apply and tell the people, audience, no, at this point, our investment source won't permit us to operate with this margin or with this profit. So at the moment, we are reducing the profit margin to what? To tally with what we are receiving, which will be what? What we are all sharing. That's why we have the stakeholder and the profit sharing. This is it. Thanks so much. We won't talk so much. I am not your business Lord, but I'm telling you who is behind the God on the cross. Of course, when I throw Jesus out or Yeshua, I have to tell what we mean and what I'm doing. Because you don't just throw somebody out without a reason. So the reason I throw them out is for us to understand this area of the conversation. Why? Because you have always said that they are with you, and they are the faith source that it won't fail. Yet you have fallen. You have more than fallen. And sometimes the one who is unwise is a time that is strategic when they came, it did so much well for them and they earned. And you, the one who claim you were studying it and overstudying, you overstudied indeed because the time had changed. And then strategically, when you came on the line, it didn't work out because that is time. So time with the spirit and the situation led is in the star. You don't say when we throw somebody out, then we are throwing maybe shade like our shade is this. So I'm already in the shade, telling you what I am experiencing and witnessing. You understand it? That's the ID. So when we talk of ID, so ID have shown at least this portion. If a prophet can tell you this business will do well, from maybe time like this to this time, that is a good sight and trying to make it happen. So that even that word he had not assured you that it is forever, because the Lord knows what is forever and what is not forever. Who? Yeshua himself had not been forever. How do you think his business is forever? If I am with you and you don't know myself and who I am, how do you regard a person who you don't know? And over 2026 years ago, how do you regard him more important than myself who returned? When we made the race, I'm the one who returned. So I'm the one calling who is to be with us. And I'm proving that if they claim they are what we are saying in the Bible, that's the only reason they can appear. But when you don't appear to be with myself, to have myself fared, I don't think you deserve it. Thanks so much. This we end it.